Good morning, guys. I'm sorry. Um, I got ready to go live. My intro was playing. I went to get my YouTube live chat and my computer froze up. The laptop froze up. And so I had to restart it. So my apologies. I'm so sorry. I hate when crap messes up my live streams. But anyhow, let me see. Let me see if I can find the live chat. That totally sucked. I was pulling up YouTube, the intro was playing, and I went to go back to the StreamYard page and it froze. It wouldn't do anything. So I didn't know what to do, so I just had to restart it. It's acting weird. Maybe it needs an update. Usually it tells me. Hold on, let me find the live chat. It's taking forever to load for some reason. There it goes. Stupid ad. Skip that crap. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Lisa, Mike, Pickle Pickle. I love that name. Sapphire. English Art. Cheryl Lynn. Mike. How's everyone doing? Colleen, you made it. Max Power, good morning. Chatterbox, good morning. Hear you fine? Okay. Speaking of pickles, Cheryl Lynn has a pickle ornament on her Christmas tree. I think I had too many tabs open. I wanted to show y'all my Christmas tree since I got all the ornaments on it and not put any more on it. So I had a picture of that pulled up. I had some articles pulled up, StreamYards and YouTube, and it was probably just too much for this laptop. Looks like I need to plug in and charge. Anyways, we're going to talk about a crazy killer this morning. It's getting ready to be executed. Lisa Montgomery. Hey, nurse teacher. Good morning. I heard from your video yesterday about the pickle. They sell them at Target. Oh, really? You know what sucks? We don't have a Target here. We have Walmart, Ollie's, we have Burke's, we have Marshall's, Family Dollar, Dollar General. That's about it. Hey, Faithful One. Hey, Drama. I'm gonna have to get a pickle. Nurse teacher, I have a pickle too. Always been a tradition. What the crap is going on with pickle ornaments? I'd never heard of a pickle ornament. Of course, a lot of people's not heard of Christmas spiders, and I have those. Love my Christmas spiders. I want a Walmart here. I feel left out. Do you have Kmart there, Art? How you doing, Faithful One? So, I was reading about this case this morning. This Lisa Montgomery woman who's now crying. She's got mental illness and don't want to be executed. And she's a freaking monster. She killed a pregnant lady, cut her baby from the womb. Thank God the baby lived. This happened 16 years ago. Happened around Christmas, December 16th, 2004. I'm going to tell you about it, but she's supposed to be executed January 12th, 2021. They're going to move her to an all-male prison. That's where they do the executions at. Now, she's crying. She was sexually abused as a child, so it's going to traumatize her going to an all-male prison. Cry me a river. A lot of us was abused growing up. You know what? We've never harmed anyone else or didn't, I've never thought about harming anyone else. I have my own struggles, inside my head and stuff, but I've never thought about harming someone else. You know what really pisses me off? When these weirdos say, oh, I was abused as a child. What's that got to do with anything? So was I. I never done anything crazy like that. Never thought about harming children or anything. They stay on death row A long time. Yeah, well, they're trying to stop her execution. They say she's got PTSD and stuff. You know what? So do I. It's no excuse. No excuse. And this woman had faked several pregnancies, and she had had like her tubes tied. It really pisses me off when I hear people make excuses. Oh, I was abused. So was I. So was a lot of us. No excuse. Here's something I don't get. You know, being abused as a child, it's made me very protective of children, especially my own son. So I don't get these people that sexually abuse kids and then they say, "Oh, well, it's because I was abused as a child." Really? That should make you know how it feels, and you shouldn't want to do things like that. Wait, I mean, my brain operates. 1965, we abolished the death sentence. Well, I hear the new president's wanting to do away with the death penalty. Biden. You know, if they had ever lost a child to one of these weirdos, been, you know, they wouldn't be so quick to want to get rid of the death penalty if it happened to someone in their family. For instance, the Cherish Periwinkle case. That man brutally raped and murdered that little girl. And I think he deserves the death penalty. I mean, if that happened, you know, to one of Biden's family members, God forbid, you know, he wouldn't be so quick to want to do away with that. That's just my opinion. There's no excuse for child abuse. It pisses me off. I think these abusers, whatever they do to their victim, that should be their punishment. That's the way it should be. Eye for an eye kind of thing. There's no rehabilitation for these weirdos. Do you know that man that raped and murdered Cherish Periwinkle, who's only like 8 years old? Do you know he had just been released from jail like about 2 weeks before that? If he hadn't been released, Cherish would still be here today. And that's facts. Convicted pedophile. Had a long history of doing weirdo crap. I think the death penalty should be over how they linger too long. Yeah, they should just get it over with. But unfortunately, they have rights too. These weirdos have rights. It's just not fair. It's just not fair that they let them out into society around everybody else. When kids and teens kill their abusers, I understand it more, but it's when an adult killing kids and spouses that makes no sense. Should be enough number. Yes, I agree with that. Pickle, I agree with every word you just wrote. I can understand it too, because sometimes, you know, you just suffer so much abuse, you just snap. You just snap. People don't understand. When you're being abused, even as an adult, it does something to your mind. A lot of people be like, well, why don't they just leave? It's not that easy. It warps your mind. I know I was abused as an adult too. I feel like I've been abused like almost all my life, except for probably the last 10 years. For real. And it really, really does affect me. But I try to live a normal life, not let it, you know, hold me back. I can't be sitting around feeling sorry for myself all the time, you know. Okay, so let's talk about Lisa Montgomery, because I'm just rambling here. I want to pull up something. I want to show y'all. Let's pull up some pictures so you guys can see what Lisa looks like, and her victim, whose name was Bobby Joe Stinnett. Now, Bobby Joe was only 23 years old when Lisa Montgomery murdered her. She was pregnant with her first child, a baby girl. But the baby did survive, baby Montgomery. She's now 16 years old, lives with her father. Let Let me get some images here. She's a real weirdo. It's like taking forever to load. I don't know what's going on with my laptop. It's probably a piece of crap. Let me see if I can find her mugshot. She's got some crazy eyes. How come all these killers got these crazy eyes? Here's the picture I want to share. Shows what a weirdo she is. I think weirdos become my new word. I say it all the time. I don't know what else to call these people. I mean, they are weirdos to me. Okay. The murder of Bobby Joe Stinnett. Okay. Bobby Joe Stinnett. She was born in 81, December 4th, 81. She's a December baby. She died December 16th, 2004. She was a pregnant 23-year-old American woman found murdered in her home in Skidmore, Missouri. The perpetrator, and that's her picture on the screen, the perp's picture, Lisa Marie Montgomery, was 36 years old when the murders happened. She was convicted of strangling Bobby Joe from behind, then removing Bobby Joe's unborn child 8 months into gestation from her womb. The child was later safely recovered by authorities and returned to the father. Bobby Joe Stinnett was 8 months pregnant when she was murdered with her first child. She and her husband ran a dog breeding business from their residence. Lisa Montgomery met Bobby Joe online in a rat terrier chat room called Ratter Chatter. It is known that Bobby Joe was expecting the arrival in Skidmore, Missouri of prospective buyers for a terrier at the time of her murder. Yeah, so Lisa really planned this out. She knew Bobby Joe sold dogs, so she arranged a meeting after she met her online. And she went to her home and strangled her and used a carving knife to cut the baby out. Here's the thing. They say that Bobby Joe was probably still alive trying to fight as Lisa was slicing her open. Now, her mother found her hours later. She called 911. Of course, Bobby Joe couldn't be saved. Now, Lisa, she had her tubes tied years before, but she had told her husband she was pregnant. Here, she comes home with a baby and she tells him, hey, I went into labor and had the baby at a clinic. She brought it home. Her hubby was happy. And then, the next day, authorities found her. And when they found her, she was holding the baby. She was at her house. She was holding the baby, watching the news. And the news was talking about Bobby Joe's murder. Yeah. And now, okay, after doing all this, now she wants everybody to have sympathy for her. She used a carving knife to cut open Bobby Joe. Let me see if I can find any Bobby Joe's pictures here. Sorry, guys. I'm not good at explaining things, but I'll try. Imagine what it was like for her mother finding her daughter like that, just 23 years old. Oh, here's a picture of Bobby Joe. I'm curious to know what the Bobby Joe's baby looks like now. Well, she's a teenager now. Her name's Montgomery. Thank God the baby lived because Bobby Joe was only 8 months pregnant when Lisa took the baby from her. Whoa. So there's Bobby Joe. She was a pretty young lady. Now, there's been some books written about the murder. Here's one of them, Baby Be Mine by Diane Fanning. I like to read that. I don't know. There's a picture of a baby, but I'm not sure that's Bobby Joe's baby. Let's see. What else? Oh, so there is the dad of the baby. I'm not sure what his name is. My goodness, Chloe, what you doing, baby? My little Yorkie, she likes to rub up against things and scratch herself like the wall or my chalkboard that I have sitting here on the floor because it fell. She looks like Lisa Montgomery looks like a pure nut in that picture. Pure nut. Okay, let me go back to my chat here. Hey, Natalie. This is so similar to Reagan, Cece. Yeah, what's her last name, Natalie? Because it slipped my mind. How do you explain that to a child? How their mom died? English art, yes. She done had kids. She done had kids, and she had her tubes tied. They called it a tubal. I need a nurse teacher in here. Ligation or something like that. I don't know if that means like tubes tied, clipped, and burnt. Reagan Hancock. Thank you, Natalie. I wonder what's going on with that case. Let me make a note of that. A lot of times when the babies are took from the wombs like that, they don't make it. Lack of oxygen and just too early. Lungs aren't fully developed because I believe the lungs developed last, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay. So nurse teacher says that's right. So she had her tubes tied, yes, clipped and burnt. Now I was reading because I was reading up on her this morning, different things. It wasn't the first time that she faked a pregnancy. She had faked a pregnancy with a couple different gentlemen that she dated. She'd tell them she was pregnant. She really wasn't. Cases like this is why I side-eye people that get on social media and fake pregnancies and cancer and stuff because of stories like this right here. People, I mean, you're not in your right mind to do things like that. Come on, you got something wrong with your head. Get your head examined. Yes, she had a pattern of faking pregnancies. Let me see if it says anything else about her. Okay. It was speculated that Lisa Montgomery's motivation stemmed from a miscarriage she may have suffered and subsequently concealed from her family. How or whether Montgomery had recently become pregnant is unclear. Montgomery's former husband has since told authorities that she underwent tubal ligation, something like that, in 1990, and she had a history of falsely telling acquaintances that she was pregnant. Then it goes on to say Bobby Joe was discovered by her mother, Becky Harper, in a pool of blood about an hour after the assault. Her mom immediately called 911. Becky Harper described the wounds inflicted upon her daughter as appearing as if her stomach had exploded. Attempts by paramedics to revive Bobby Joe were unsuccessful, and she was pronounced dead at St. Francis Hospital in Maryville. Then it says the next day, December 17th, 2004, Lisa was arrested at her farmhouse in Melbourne, Kansas, where the newborn had been claimed as her own was recovered. The day-old baby was placed in the custody of her father. The quick recovery and capture was attributed to, in part, the use of forensic computer investigation, which tracked Lisa Montgomery and Bobby Joe Stennet's online communication with one another. Both bred rat terriers and may have attended dog shows together. The later investigation was also aided by the issuance of an Amber Alert to enlist for the public's help. Oh my gosh, my dog's in there crying because my hubby put his shoes on, is walking around the house, and now she thinks he's going somewhere and she's going to have a tantrum. Okay. Have you ever watched that movie about how, like, the Amber Alert got started? That little girl, what was her name? It's Amber. Is it Heard? Something like that. Anyways, it's a good movie. Sad. Okay. It says the alert was initially denied because it had never been used in an unborn case, and thus there was no description of the victim. Eventually, after intervention by Congressman Sam Graves, it was implemented. When authorities went to speak to Lisa Montgomery, they found her in her living room holding the baby, watching television with the Amber Alert flashing on the screen. DNA testing was used to confirm the infant's identity. Let's see what it says about the aftermath. Okay. It says she was raised in an abusive home where she was allegedly raped by her stepfather for many years and was sexually trafficked, beaten, and urinated upon by those who assaulted her. Is that true, though? Or is that just something that she has came out with or just told people as an excuse? There is no excuse. If her stepfather did rape her and do those things, that is horrible. That's horrible. But it's no excuse, because that happens to a lot of people. They don't fake pregnancies and murder pregnant women and cut their babies out. It's no excuse. I'm just wondering, when she had her tubes tied, how did she get pregnant again and have a miscarriage? I guess a tubal pregnancy. My mom had one of those that about killed her. Natalie, you can't even change clothes in front of these dogs. If I change out of my PJs into normal clothes, they go crazy, thinking I'm going somewhere. Amber Hagerman. Thank you, Mike. Damn, I could not think of her name. I can't believe I couldn't think of her name, because I did a video on her. I think it's on my Patreon about how the Amber Alert got started. Something's wrong with my phone. Every time the screen goes black and then I turn it back on, it makes some kind of little electrical noise. Okay, let's see what else it says about this weirdo. Then I want to show y'all some pictures that they released in the Lori Vallow case. Pictures inside of her ex-husband that was found dead, Joseph Ryan. Pictures inside of his home the day police discovered his body. Evidently, he was in bed. Because in some of the pictures, they've got his body blacked out with like a white square. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it when the chat helps me. Because my mind goes blank. I can't remember crap. For real. Okay, let's see what else it says. Let me go to the new article, because she's crying a river in it. Her lawyers are. Basically, it just says what I told y'all. She's been abused, so that means she can't go to the smell prison. It's going to be bad on her mental health. What about Bobby Joe Stanton's family's mental health? What about that? What about her daughter's mental health? Her husband's? These killers, that's all they think about is themselves. When you see them crying, it's not because they have remorse or because, they feel bad for what they've done to people's loved ones. They're crying for themselves because they're going to be cuffed and stuffed for the rest of their lives. Yes, he was in bed, Natalie. Let's get to that. I was looking for this other article, but Basically, all it says is her lawyers are, putting up a fuss because they're going to transfer her to this male prison, and they're going to kill her. She's going to get lethal injection January 12th. I say it's karma. She might as well just accept it. I hate to be so cold-hearted, but look what she did to this lady, Bobby Joe, and her family. Her mom found her like that. Can you imagine what it looked like? Hey, Red Rum. Yeah, so Joseph Ryan, Lori Vallow's ex-husband, yeah, he was found dead in his bed. Been there for about a week, I guess. Let me go get these pictures pulled up. I couldn't find all the pictures. Red Rum, maybe you can find these pictures the Phoenix PD just released. There's like 121 of them. Pictures they took of the scene that day that they found him. I only found a couple in this article. But he had a nice little apartment. Let me see. Chloe, honey, I don't know what you're doing down there, sweetie, but sounds like she's chewing a bone, but she's not. Okay. If I don't watch, it'll start playing daggone videos. Okay. Now I can screen share. I hate those articles that you click on and the videos that are included with them automatically start playing. Kills me. Dumb stuff like that's what gets on my nerves. Okay, so the Phoenix PD have confirmed that they are investigating Joseph Ryan's death. After that recording came out of Lori Vallow at her stupid cult meeting 6 months after his death, saying, she thought about murdering him and things. Yeah, so now they're investigating, but I don't know if they're going to come up with anything or not because Joseph Ryan was cremated. They can test ashes, cremated ashes, for certain metals, though, I read. For certain, like, poisons. Let's see. Okay.
I'm going to go get me a can of Scout. I'm going to check out Monday's Zoo.
Okay. Be careful. Okay. Let me see. So here's some paperwork from the police. Hey, Chloe. Gosh, hold on. Let me get my dog here. So there's outside of Joseph Ryan's apartment. Hey, that's a nice place. It's a really nice place. Okay, let me shut my door. So there's a picture of the door. No forced entry, it doesn't look like. And he died from like complications with high blood pressure, they think. There's like the entryway. It's a nice apartment, if you ask me. There's the kitchen. You can see there's some spaghetti sauce on the stove. Looks like he'd been doing some cooking. And he has a neat place. Most men don't like to clean. There's his wallet, his money on the counter. That's where he was cooking. Okay, here's something interesting. All this paper here. And also there's a glove laying on top of it. I don't know if that's one of the cops' gloves. I know they wear those kind. He had some medication laying out here too. They blurred out. I'm just wondering if the cops got all this paperwork out here, or if it was like that when they got there. Probably Lori looking for insurance papers. So there's his little living room. There's going into the bedroom. Inside of the bedroom. It's a nice little place. Okay, so there is the bed. Wondering what kind of book that is laying there. I can't see it. Can't see the full title. But they've got blocked out here on the bed, this white square here, because that's where Joseph's body was laying. Here's something interesting. He has a neat bathroom. I found it a little suspicious that Windex was sitting there. Guess he could have left it sitting there after he cleaned, but the mirror looks dirty to me. It's like there's toothpaste on the back of it, splashed onto it. Someone could have cleaned up their fingerprints. That's what I'm thinking. Everything looks pretty neat there. Here's something crazy. Tylee and Lori, after Joseph's death, they came to the apartment. Joseph's sister, Annie, was there. Joe's body wasn't discovered for a week, so it was quite a smell in there, right? The mattress was in bad shape, and Lori was just going on and on about the condition of the mattress, going into graphic detail. Joseph's sister, Annie, had to stop her. And she was just talking about it like it was nothing, entirely there. Also, Lori wanted some photo albums, despite the fact that they smelled like death. Because you can imagine how it smelled in there. And that stench is going to get on to everything. Everything. But she wanted those photo albums, and she took them, even though they smelled like death. Here's another thing. When Joseph died, she was listed as the next of kin. They notified her. She didn't go claim the body, and she didn't reach out to his family and tell them that he had passed away. His body went unclaimed, and the state cremated it. She treated his life like, I don't know. This man didn't even have an obituary. It's sad. I think that's about all the picture. Let me go see. There's two glasses sitting there. It's weird. I wonder what all this trash was in his closet. Like all these bags. Where's his laptop or computer? There's his desk. Okay, so there's his passport. Look at him compared to, let's see, to this one. He looks a lot different than his passport picture. His sister says he was just a shell of a man after what all Lori had done to him. They think Lori coached the kids into saying that Joseph abused them. I know Kobe still says that, Lori's oldest son, but I think he was brainwashed. Adults can make kids have false memories by manipulating them. Okay. I hope they come up with some evidence against Lori, because I really think that she done something to Joseph. She would have needed him out of the way, as well as Charles Vallow. Very interesting. Stupid cult meeting, Natalie. Oh, we could have listened to her stupid cult meeting again, but I just can't bear to hear her voice. I mean, I'm just blown away that she went to her stupid cult meeting and it's like, oh, I thought about murdering my husband, my ex. Crap, let me catch up here. My chat's behind. He looked very different. She wouldn't let him see Tylee or anything. Joe's sister said that Tylee just disappeared, just like Joseph did. You know, Alex Cox had attacked Joe Ryan before. he attacked him. I think he used a stun gun on him or something. He had to go to jail for that. Alex did. I think he got some kind of plea deal. I just found him actually this morning. You want the link? Let me get my phone and get my Discord. I got a link for it in my little links in an article room I have for myself. That's how I keep up with everything. Because I'm so bad to find stuff and then I can't go back and find it. So I always put everything in this room. Okay. Now let me get back on the YouTube channel and I'll put the link in there. I want the rest of those pictures. I tried to find the rest of the pictures. It said Phoenix PD released 121 of them. His sister wasn't there, sweetheart. Lori and Tylee went to the apartment 3 weeks after Joseph died. Annie went to Lori and told her about the smell. Even photo albums smelled horrible. Oh, well, in this article, she says that she was there. Let me go back and look at it. I mean, it could be wrong. I don't guess that it matters. She just said that Lori wanted the photo albums. Well, she said she was talking to Lori. Lori was going on and on about the condition of the mattress. So I don't know. Who knows? This case is crazy. Whether she's there or not, she was going on and on about the mattress, and Annie had to tell her to stop. She was going into graphic detail about how bad it was. Because he had been there for like almost a week. Let me go back and read this. See what it says real quick. Oh, yeah, guys. Did y'all see about that serial killer in Texas? He's killed like 17 elderly women. 17 of them. Hold on. I'm trying to mute these stinking stupid videos here. Let's see. Let me go look and see what it says. I can't remember where I read that at. Okay, it says, according to Cushing, Vallow told her, okay, so you're right, drama. She went to the apartment with Tylee Ryan shortly after Joseph's death, taking boxes and stacks of photo albums and documents. Cushing said Vallow asked her to go through Ryan's photo albums during a May visit to Arizona. You're right, girl. The album still had the strong smell of death. But Lori didn't seem to care, she said. When she was talking about his death, she went into pretty graphic detail about the state of his mattress. I had to stop her from sharing more. According to Annie, Vallow didn't call and inform his family about his death despite being on good speaking terms. I called and texted her as soon as I found out, Cushing said. When I didn't hear back, I emailed her saying it was about Joe and urgent. When I finally got a hold of her, she already knew and acted like it was no big deal. According to police records, an officer spoke with Lori on April 13, 2018. However, Annie Cushing said Vallow told her police called her on April 18, 2018. Why wouldn't she inform me that Joe had passed? Cushing said. Was she just writing out the clock in hopes that Joe would be cremated before any family had been notified that he had passed? Yes, that is exactly what she was doing, in my opinion. According to Cushing, Joseph Ryan was cremated by the county since there is no claim for his remains. Why would she want those photo albums if they smell like death? Because stuff like that don't bother Lori. She loves the smell of death. She's going to get her karma one day, guys, for all this that she has done. For killing her kids. For the deaths of Tammy. Chad's going to get his too. And Charles. I've been trying to find out about Chad Daybell's neighbors. Can't remember who mentioned that to me. But allegedly some of his neighbors had died. Like maybe after Tammy's death or something. I couldn't find anything about it. Yes, I heard about that. Lori's a sick, twisted individual. Really. She's probably possessed by a demon. Or she's the devil's daughter or something. Because she's pure evil. According to that psychic, the Reverend Donna, as I call her, Lori enjoyed killing Tylee. Said that she was laughing about it. Look up her channel. Okay, drama, I will. Let me write that down. Analytics. Yeah, I saw that she had a YouTube channel. I need to watch her. His sister. Oh, that's an old comment. Even the photo album smelled horrible. Lori didn't care if they smelled horrible. According to the psychic, they ate some of Tylee. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but she was right about her predictions of where the bodies were located. She was right on the money. She was right about the conditions of the bodies. Could it be a lucky guess? Maybe. But, I mean, she was like right on the mark with it. Yeah, made sandwiches with her leg around the fire. She was laughing. The psychic said she could feel Lori's emotions. Her adrenaline was rushing. She thoroughly enjoyed it. So did Alex Cox, according to the psychic. He just didn't like the dismembering part. It made him sick. Made him sick to his stomach, all the blood. They're devil worshippers, yeah. Makes perfect sense. It really does. How did they go from worshiping God to worshiping the devil? Demons and stuff were very real, guys. The Bible speaks of them. I believe that there are demons. I believe people can be possessed too. And according to this psychic, they were worshiping demons, and they done these murders as like a sacrifice to the demons, so they could get favors from the demons. That's what she said. It's crazy, creepy stuff. It scares me. It was scaring me listening to her reading the other day. When this first happened, I was like, they probably done some kind of stupid religious sacrifice or something. I mean, that's all I could figure out. Why would they would murder those two kids? Looks like that may be true. I do believe this Reverend Donna, she's the real deal. I would love to know all the Google searches on those. Yeah, why they got 60 phones for? Who in the world has that many cell phones? I probably got 4 or 5 old cell phones laying around that's like torn up. Yeah, they did those human sacrifices to get power from the demons. Them demons ain't helping them now, are they? They're sitting in jail. Lori claimed she could teleport. Well, she teleport her ass out of jail then. She's stupid. In her stupid cult meeting recording, she was talking about how she used to be a warrior with a big sword, like in another life. She is so stupid. I can't believe those people sitting there believing that crap. And old Melanie Gibbs, she was buying into that crap too. Hook, line, and sinker. I feel bad for the jury too. I feel bad at all the gruesome details they're going to have to listen to and all the pictures they're going to have to see. Yeah, she's the best I've heard so far too, Lisa. I really think she's the real deal because, like, she predicted exactly the locations of those bodies, exactly where they were in that freaking yard. Like, back in January, the bodies weren't found until this past summer. Yet she's no hero. According to this psychic, there were other people in the room when, like, Tylee, I believe, and JJ both were killed. She participated in the murders. I've always wondered if she got Alex to go do those murders and she was somewhere else or if she was there. She participated. It's funny how Chad Daybell's kids weren't in their way, though, isn't it? Thank God they didn't harm any of those kids. His kids are older, but still. She was spot on about the drains and all. Yeah, hey, I believe that some people do have special gifts like that. If there are a lot that fake it, I can always tell the fake ones. It would be interesting if they did kill neighbors with that octopus venom to gain more power. Yeah, that's what she said that they used to kill Tammy. Octopus venom. Am I mistaken? I believe that's what she said. My memory is so bad. That video was so long, but I'm pretty sure that she said when she done Tammy's reading that she said that they used octopus venom to kill her. You can't make this crap up. Human meat sandwiches and octopus venom. And then Lori orders a wedding ring that's poisonous. The stone in it is poisonous. It's like malachite or something like that. Very poisonous. She was ordering her wedding stuff before Tammy is even dead. 2 weeks before Tammy died. She knew Tammy was going to die. I found some messages from a message Tammy Daybell and Chad Daybell's daughter posted on Reddit last night. This is before the bodies were found. She was defending them. Malachite. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably don't pronounce it right, guys, but yeah, that's what her wedding ring stone was. Looked just like a band ring, and all around it was that malachite stone. We have speculated on here before that that's what they used to kill Tammy, but I guess was wrong. It's octopus venom. We need to look up octopus. Hold on a minute before I get off here. I gotta look up octopus venom. Although all octopus, as well as cuttlefish and some squid, are venomous, the blue-ringed octopus is in a league of its own. Its venom is 1,000 times more powerful than cyanide. And this golf ball-sized powerhouse packs enough venom to kill 26 humans within minutes. My little Chloe's going to start coughing. You all right, sweetheart? Get your breath. Hold on a minute, guys. I need to pick up Chloe a second. Okay. She gets to coughing, my little Yorkie here, and she just can't quit unless I pick her up. Okay, let's see what else is saying about this octopus venom. Yeah, but where would they get a blue ringed octopus at? Ooh, it's beautiful. Let's see if you can purchase octopus venom. If police ever looked at my searches, they'd think I was a weirdo. Yeah, where would they buy? I'm looking, English art. I'm looking. Octopus for sale. Blue ringed octopus. Caribbean octopus. So you can buy a blue ringed octopus. I gotta show y'all. Hold on a minute, sissy.
That's it, B.
Yeah, hold on just a second. Hold on just a minute. Okay, let me find it. Mark came back here and asked me for a cigarette. Let me get the picture. So you can buy these at pet stores. Okay. Sorry, guys. I swear, they come back here and they interrupt me 100 times. They know I'm doing something. So, there's a blue ringed octopus. They're pretty. I meant to throw that way. I was trying to throw a cigarette.
They might know you last one there.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm going to have to get off here. All these dogs are back here. People's asking me 100 questions. Not y'all. Okay, let me get back over here to my StreamYards. So you can buy a blue ringed octopus, and they're very, very deadly. I see right here, you can buy one at some place called the Pet Palace. How would you get their venom out, though? Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Reverend Donna and Annie are remarkable ladies. Yes. Yeah, they are. Annie seems to be a wonderful lady. I feel so bad for her. She's lost her brother and her niece and nephew. I don't guess JJ would be considered her nephew, but I think she looked at him like, because it's Tylee's brother. Yeah, they don't get very big at all. Big as a golf ball. We'll have to see how this turns out. We'll have to see if Reverend Donna is right or not. Hey, your main girl. How are you doing? Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I've got to get Chloe some medicine in her, and then I got 3 other dogs sitting here staring at me. They're a handful, I tell you. I'm lucky to be able to sit here an hour every morning and talk about true crime. It's hard to sometimes. It really is. Just so much going on in my house. Mark always seems to want to get up and start doing things at the same time I do my live streams. It's a lot. It is. But anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Friday? Oh, yeah, we'll be doing a homicide for the holidays. I got to pick one. I think I'm going to do Ronald Gene Simmons. Ronald Gene Simmons. Like in 1987, he killed like about 16 people, mostly members of his family. I think we're going to do him. Maybe. There's quite a few cases we could do, actually. But anyways, thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. Have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace.